What's going on, guys? It's Keith with 924 Photography, and I am here in Arkansas in the Mad Scientist Garage. Today, we're finna do some lighting trends, flow series, LED lights in my 2019 Dodge Charger. We're gonna take you step by step, but we won't go into details, but we will tell you everything that we did to do this process to get these lights into this car. Now, this is a lengthy process and you're gonna need to take your time. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take the front bumper off first, put everything, aside. I'm gonna take the wheels off, take the front bumper off. We're gonna take the lights off, which is pretty simple. Once that's off, we're gonna take the lights and we're gonna put them in the oven for what, 275 for like 9 minutes? 275 for about 9 minutes. We're gonna take off all the metal on the light housing to make sure ain't nothing that's gonna, melt or mess up the lights. We're gonna take it off without touching it at all. Then we're going to start the scientist work inside.
What's going on, guys? It's the Coops the House, the Black MacGyver. I'm the guy who does anything to a car. We in Arkansas, Little Rock area. We'll come to you. You can come to us. But right now, we about to deal with your boy Keedrin, 924 Photography. We dealing with the Joker today. We're gonna be putting some LED lights in it. He'll put a link down at the bottom where you can get them from. But we about to do some little kung fu magic on it. To get the car up because it's kind of low. Basically, all we gonna do, they sell these at some hardware stores. We're not gonna shout them out just yet, but you can find these online. We'll post a link. We'll slide them up under there. Lock it. Basically, what this is gonna do is lift the vehicle up so we can get our jack under there.
Oh, pretty fancy.
This is a CAN bus light, so it's data bus. What that means is it's not just power, it's gonna communicate to the computer also. So we need to try to get this plug out, see if we can get our harness away from anything that's gonna be touching the heat. This bottom bracket, we're gonna try to get this removed before we take and put this into the oven. This is what the bumper actually mounts to. A lot of people take these off and they break them. There's screws in here. You want to take these screws out, and there's double side on the front, but you want to be very careful taking this bracket off because this is what keeps the bumper sitting up against the light real flush.
What we got in the box, the lighting trend sent me. I'm just gonna sit this on my bumper here because it's really light. We got the halo rings. So when we get ready to put all this stuff back, it's some double-sided tape in here, 3M. We have the actual strips right here for the actual headlights. There. We have a flow extension wire. We got some extension wire. We have the Bluetooth flow series module. Hey, so we have the LEDs for the actual fog lights right here. We have some more flow extension wires that they sent us. Some more flow extension wires. We actually have, what is this, the control module? The converter? Is that what you call that?
Yeah, power supply.
Power supply right here. And I believe that is it. And it comes with a Boom Lighting Trends sticker. And we have instructions that I'm gonna get to the Mad Scientist. There you go. So at the end of the day, what I would recommend to anybody to having these, take it to a professional. If you are in the Little Rock area and you're watching this video, make sure you hit up the Coops the House Customs. He's been doing this for a very long time. I don't know how much he charges, so you should just get him in the DM. So we're gonna continue on with this this video, and I hope y'all enjoy it. And also, if you're still watching this far, please stay tuned or fast forward to the end if you wanna see some cool B-roll with these lighting trend lights. All right, here we go.
All right, so on this one, You only got one plug Bluetooth in, so shit, it really self-explanatory.
All right.
Boom. All right, so that's your Bluetooth control.
All right.
We already got power over here.
Oh, so we got open. It says, Magic LED, would you like to use Bluetooth? Yes. Scan Bluetooth devices.
Okay, got it powered up first.
Got it powered up. Got them old clippers. So the power is here. So you want to make sure that you're testing all your lights first before you split these bitches open. Oh shoot! Hold on, back up. Before you split these good lightings open, you want to make sure everything is working correctly.
All right. So every time I do mine, I always tap it first.
Tap it first.
Make sure you don't get any big sparks, anything like that.
All right.
It's a power supply, DC power supply.
A DC power supply. All right. Now
so now we got power. Let's make sure our fuse is in here. Okay, we good.
what size fuse is that?
That's a 10 amp fuse.
10 amp. All right.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, so let's go ahead and do your scan.
So scan Bluetooth. So do I just go back to the app?
Go to your app first.
All right. Go back to the app. Let me just cancel it out. Okay. So Magic LED should be all the way at the bottom. Here it is, right here. Boom. Right there.
Yep, that should be it.
There we go.
Okay. So let's.
So it loaded up. Just kind of refresh it.
All right, so we're just gonna plug in one.
Oh, we got motion, baby.
Okay, it says white, so
Okay.
we should be good.
We can. Oh, let me make sure it's good. Each channel. So we only have to do it one time, right?
Yeah, we're gonna check each channel with this one light, and then we're gonna check each light.
So just put it back on white. All right.
No, keep it on scan, because white is only one leg.
Oh, okay, so I just do mode 2. All right, there we go.
Okay. Because on some of these, when they start to have problems, like you got RGB, red, green, and blue.
Yep.
So those are the channel outputs. So red and green might work on one leg or one whip, and blue might not. So you might have all of your lights except for blue on one leg.
Okay.
So you want to double check them all so you don't have to jump to no conclusions thinking something wrong with the software or something.
We just checked each channel on these legs to make sure it did the RGB, red, green, and blue, and white.
Yep.
And then, so now we're gonna open up all of them just to make sure. I'm gonna just turn it back to the regular white or blue or green or whichever one. We'll just do, let's just do green. Just make sure that all the lights work, and then we just unplug them. So we should be good.
All right, so you want to scan them still.
Oh, okay, scan them, okay.
Still want to scan them. So we'll make sure we don't have any dead LEDs.
All right.
Make sure all of the LEDs working out.
But we don't have to do each leg.
No, just each.
Okay, cool.
One on each.
All right, cool.
All right.
So when you get this kit, you can do the Bluetooth module, or you can get, like, I guess they have a handheld remote too that you can actually get.
Infrared IR.
Yeah, IR, but I just opt for the Bluetooth because everybody has a phone. So we're gonna do this, and I still got it in mode 2. Ooh, them just gonna be nice, man. Thank you, Lighting Trends. Them just gonna be nice. So Jeff, question for you. So do you think that this is gonna be like, it stands out? I mean, I know a lot of people have them, but a lot of people don't. This stands out for the front end, right?
Yeah, the better thing about this is you can color match your vehicle.
Yeah.
So if you decide, hey, I just want to have a purple night, you can turn these to purple, and then if you just pull up on somebody and they want to test you, you can turn it red just to let them know you serious.
What about racing and stuff?
You know. The other thing I like about these are on a hard perforated board instead of a flex board.
You know, somebody else said that on YouTube about that board, man. They was like, they got some off of Amazon and they were really cheap.
They flimsy. See, these right here, even though, like, when you put them in place, they gonna stay in their pattern. Like the flimsy ones, if the glue start to fail anywhere in there, it's gonna sag. And you will see it because it's in the light that's just got a smooth contour.
Yeah.
So when you see these behind there and it start to sag, like one of them might be like falling back and it might kind of be like dim in one spot. So these are a lot better because they're on a hard perforated board.
So I got another question for you. So just you not even knowing nothing about Lighting Trends, what do you think about this kit?
This kit, I can tell, is a higher quality kit.
Okay.
First thing is because they got
they took the time to put all this stuff in there.
Yeah, all of their connections are soldered and not clipped.
Yep.
They have heat shrink over their wiring. They also have heat shrink over their harness, which is where most companies kits fail because they'll start to get loose. And they also have this this braided loom over the wiring, and what that does, it just cuts down on the heat on the wiring, and it looks nice under the hood.
Okay. Y'all may ask, how much does something like this cost? I'm gonna put a link in the description for Lighting Trendz. I'm gonna actually contact Lighting Trendz. Oh man, that's dope, dog. I'm gonna actually contact Lighting Trendz to see if I can get me a discount code. And at the point in this time, at this video, I may not, but just check the description because you may have a code underneath. I'm gonna see if they will give me a code. And if they do, we'll be Gucci. So make sure you check the description to see if it's any codes in there. And if it is, it's gonna be right at the top to say Lighting Trendz, and here's my code. So I'll contact them on Monday and see if I can get me a discount code for y'all, so they'll know that you got it from me.
All right, so we're gonna we got a little issue about this plug fitting in there. We don't want to drill any big holes if we don't have to. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a little pick tool. You can buy these at your local stores. We'll put a link down there. We're gonna take this pick tool and we're gonna de-pin this out. Another thing you want to notice is there's 3 wires, a red, a white, and a black. The red wire always goes first, and there's an arrow to indicate where it goes. So we're gonna take this pick tool, we're gonna de-pin these out, and what we'll do is we'll reset our pins before we get ready to put it in. Okay, make sure you always got it how you want it before you finish and stick it down. All right, so that's how we want it. Okay, so what I do, everybody might be different, but we use this to remove the pins. And what we're doing is there's basically some little small clips that go on here. I'm gonna use a flat razor blade to reset them, and you're just gonna slide it under there and just lift them up a little bit. Slide it under each one and just lift it up a little bit. Those 3 pins now. So I'm gonna make sure that I put it where the arrow is facing the red one, and we're just gonna slide all 3 of them back in there all at once. Okay, now it's in there. Okay, so we have de-pinned and repinned our plug, and we already have our halo ring sitting in the spot where we need to. We didn't have to cut any wiring or drill anything to make it fit. Complete headlight lens minus the bracket. We're gonna put it in there for, we're gonna put it in there for 5 minutes. We're gonna set our timer for 3. Okay, so we're gonna check it at 3 minutes, see if it's starting to get a little soft. We're gonna leave it in there for full 5 minutes, all right? Oven is set to 350. Okay, you don't have to worry about burning the housing or anything like that, because we're not gonna leave it in there that long. The bottom part of the plastic is not gonna get as hot. Only thing we wanna do is soften up the glue. So we're gonna set our timer for 3 minutes.
All right, guys. So this is a nerve-wracking part for me because I ain't never put no type of car parts in an oven before. So I am scared. I am scared. I only use the oven for cooking turkeys and chicken and stuff. Man, it seems like it's popping, Jeff. Where's Jeff at? Hey man, I ain't never, ever put a car part in the oven. But today we're doing it.
All right, so we're at 3 minutes. We gotta take it out and check it, see how much movement we have. We're gonna grab a couple of, make sure y'all use some hand protection. Do not burn yourselves.
I don't think it's ever been anybody to actually show the whole process. Look at this.
Okay. All right, so it don't even really feel hot right now, but that doesn't mean anything. These are the tools. A couple of little Pry tools, this is a little special tool. Another thing, notice how it's starting to look really, really glossy. That means it's starting to heat up. We're gonna start from the corner. See if that corner does any moving. And it's moving just a little bit, but not as much as we wanted to, so. You wanna take your time. Don't over bake it, and just make sure you set your timer, you know, and just keep checking it. Right now we set it for 5 minutes. We checked it at 3. It was soft, but we put it back in for another 5 minutes, so that'll be a total of 8 minutes. We're gonna check it at 2 minutes again, and just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure most of them, if they just the same style lights, they'll be about 8 minutes. 7 to 8 minutes total time. All right, you wanna go ahead?
I'm rolling.
See, it's really, really glossy now.
This would have been hard with heating gun, right?
Oh yeah.
Man, I can feel the heat coming off this thing. It's so darn hot.
All right, so that's pretty loose already. So we ain't gonna do each one all the way around. We're just gonna get it open just a little bit, and then start working it apart.
We boy, that thing hot. So if you got somebody to actually help you hold it while you know, raise this up, it'll probably be good. I got you. I got it. Touch the inside. You got it? All right, guys, so we have the cover off and we took our time. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all this off. I guess we're gonna let this cool down just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll come back and we'll take out the old glue.
We'll take out the old glue.
Yeah, we'll have to let it cool.
You only got 6%. I should have got my battery thing. Ding, ding.
up before we put it back in the housing. Kind of get our wiring cleaned up a little bit. We took out the LED daytime running light. This the plug that'll be left. So we're just gonna tie it off. It unplugs from this. It's got the heatsink built on it. We just took the whole unit out. So I'm just gonna tie this up onto our pigtail so it won't flop around in there. Put a little zip tie on it. We'll cut our access point in the hole that covers this up. That way we don't have to drill into the housing of the lights. And we'll silicone it up. So right now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get ready to reseal the outer portion of the lights. This is your last chance to wipe off any fingerprints or dirt or trash that you might have left on it. Now be careful wiping it because you don't want to scratch up the face. Use something clean. This is the how the headlight resealing kit will come. It's just a roll of butyl looking material. So we already removed all the old material. So we're gonna take this and just measure out how much we need.
How did you remove the material?
Oh, so removing the old material, what we did was basically just, once we got that heat on there from taking it out of the oven, you want to try to get it out as quickly as you can while it's hot. If you can't, just get you a heat gun and just heat up the edge of it. Just be careful not to melt the housing or anything like that, and just pry it out. Make sure you get as much of it out as you can. I mean, you can leave some if you need to, but try to get as much of it out as you can. All right, so we're gonna measure this out. Make sure we got us enough to go all the way around. I'm not gonna actually put it in there just yet. Let's just make sure we got enough to go all the way around. All right, so they look like that's enough. You really don't want this stuff really thick. You want to just lightly put it in there. When you putting it in there, You don't want any of it to go on the inside. It can hang out of the outside. But you want to get this piece in here. And if you need to stretch it just a little bit to get it to fit, that's fine.
Just in a second, we're going to go back outside. We're going to put the fog light ones on. We're going to start wiring up the car. It is late. It is like 10:26, and we started on this what time? Probably about 5 something.
Yeah, 6 or 7 or something.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not taking as long as I thought it would, but after you do the first one, you'll get the hang of it, and it's not as hard. He's taking his time and putting the resealant back in there. I think we're gonna put it in the oven, and then we're gonna clamp it down. And while we're outside wiring up all this stuff, we already know where we want to mount stuff. We are going to put a switch on it just so, because the car is low voltage, so I don't want anything that's going to actually drain it. So if I'm out of the car for a while, I just want to be able to flip a switch and just turn the whole thing off, and I'll put it somewhere in the car, hide it somewhere. And my personal recommendation to you, if you're going to split the housing, go ahead and get the halos as well. So you only have to do it one time, because it just adds on to the whole effect of the RGB and the Flow series lights. Just got the lights in the fog lights, and we are about to get ready to mount the box. We found the place that we're going to mount it. We're going to mount it like right here. From that point, we are going to start running all the wires, but Jeff wants to make sure we tuck, see how much wire we have, and we're going to tuck the rest into the light, so we just don't have a whole lot going everywhere. So we're going to keep going. From this point, I'm not going to have any audio. It's going to be pretty much B-roll. So just enjoy the B-roll, and then we'll show you what everything looks like when we are done. So I'll see you in a second. Guys, so we just got done doing the whole lighting fixture and everything, and the car is looking dope. If you like this video, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and then I want you to hit that bell so you don't never miss another video from me. Also, I want you to go in the description and you can go follow the Black MacGyver. I'm gonna have his IG link below. If you're in Arkansas or if you want him to travel and come do something, you can definitely hit him up. I've been knowing this guy for a very long time and he is dope.